I am about to begin what will probably be the hardest day of my entire life. I must survive the next 24 hours with one of my legs tied behind my back. It's already started. I had the idea for this video several months ago when I was thinking about all the things that I take for granted. And after I did my 10,000 steps a day video, I got to thinking about all the people that can't walk 10,000 steps. And although me tying my leg behind me is in no way the same as actually losing a leg, it is really eye-opening to get a glimpse into what life would be like without all the things that you take for granted. I think all too often we get up and go about our day walking and running without thinking about what life would be like if we couldn't do those things. So that's why I'm doing this video, is to see all the things that I take for granted and to get a new appreciation for the fact that I have two legs. And to keep this from just being a boring video of me sitting in a chair all day with only one leg, I have created a 5-step checklist of things to do. The first thing on the list is pretty much the entire concept of this challenge. I must survive an entire day with only one leg, and without the help from other people. That means if there's something I can't do, I can't ask other people to do it for me. If I can't do it and I wanted to do it, I just won't do it. That's how that'll work. The second thing on the list is I must walk at least 2,500 steps. That's to try and prevent me from just sitting in a chair all day. I'm sitting in a chair right now, so that's to encourage me to get up and actually start the challenge in a little bit. This is one day out of the year that I'm not going to be walking my 10,000 steps, because on a normal day when I do that, it would be split 5,000 steps on my left leg, 5,000 steps on my right leg, roughly. But if I were to do that today, there would be only 10,000 steps on my left leg, and the other leg would have 0, and I don't want to work out one leg and not the other any more than I already have to today. I don't want to add to the exercise. And speaking of not wanting to add to the exercise, the third thing on my list is that I must play basketball for 30 minutes. On my note, I had a question mark after this early on, but I removed it because I was like, I can do this, I think. The fourth thing on my list is that I must play with my dog until he's tired. I do this a lot, but I've never done it with only one leg. The final thing on the list is that I must complete as big a list of firsts as possible. If that doesn't make any sense right now, I'll explain later in the video. I gotta go do something, I guess. I'm not gonna sit here for the rest of the day. So I was gonna go get myself a cup of coffee, and then I realized that hopping around with a glass cup full of hot water is probably not a very smart idea. I think now is a good time to explain what I meant about creating as long a list of firsts as possible. Basically, that's just me doing as many things as I can where I can say it's the first time I did that. Like, first time spending a day with only one usable leg. First time eating a banana with only one usable leg. You get the point. That's just something kind of fun I added at the end. I'm gonna go back inside. Alright, I made it back inside, and I'm just gonna try and knock out as many firsts as I can. Cue the montage. I think that's what they say in situations like this. Peter Parker picked a peck of pickle pipers. And right now I want to give a quick shout out to my friend Josiah with the YouTube channel Gonna Be Epic. You should totally check out his channel. The link is in the description. He does super cool trick shots and parkour stunts. Thank you so much, Josiah, for supporting my channel since before you even had your own. I guess that's another first. Alright, it's now time to play with my dog. And I can use only one leg. He is full of energy, which is not a good sign. I gotta sit down. Let's just get a break. This is a great way to build muscle. That's for sure. Hey, we're gonna seize an opportunity. I think my dog knows that with only one leg I have bad balance. Because he kept trying to push me over. Okay. Alright. There he goes. Oh my gosh, that was hard. Would you call that tired? He didn't fetch it. Hey. If he doesn't come when I call him, we'll say he's tired. Here, Jake. Come here. Fetch. Come here. Come here. Come here, boy. So I'm going to say he's either tired or bored. He probably just doesn't want to play with a person who can't chase him very fast. Which, that's good for me. I can go back inside. So after playing with my dog, we are now at 2,200 steps walked this morning. So unless it decides to rain this afternoon, I'm going to probably play basketball right after lunch and then just keep on adding firsts to my list and just see what all I can get done today. This has been the most difficult day of my life, hands down, but I would also say it's one of the most beneficial and eye-opening because it's really showed me just how much I take for granted just the little things like being able to walk. And when that's taken away from you, you realize just what a blessing it is to actually have two legs. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing my socks, after I played with my dog, my shoes were wet. And when I took them off, I realized it's actually easier to hop around without your shoes on. So while we're inside, we're going to be wearing our socks. To lunch! All right, it's slightly after lunch, and we have passed our 2,500 step mark. Right now I'm just sitting here on the back porch waiting to go play basketball. I'm not really waiting on anything other than, I guess, motivation. You should probably go do it soon though, because if it starts raining or something and I don't get it done, then this entire challenge is just a great failure. And now we make it to the final big challenge of this video, playing basketball with only one usable leg. I have to do this for at least 30 minutes, which means we'll be done at 4:30 in the afternoon. This is so hard. If I make just one goal, I'll be happy. I guess I'm happy. It's so much easier with 2 legs. Let's go! I'm going to sleep well tonight. No question about it. I am not joking when I say this is the hardest day of my life. 24 hours with only 1 usable leg. Having 2 good legs is quite a blessing. Oh, a swish. Oh, come on. Let's go. Another one. Oh, this is so hard. And in case you were worried, I am stopping the timer when I take these breaks. But even if I didn't, this is just so hard. Never try this if you want to think you're strong. We've just got 5 more minutes. We finished our 30 minutes. Here's for the final shot. I'm not even sad. Ugh. As I said, don't ever try this if you want to think you're strong. I finally got it down, guys. I did the 30 minutes of basketball, 30 minutes of agony, whichever you wish to call it. Those were the hardest 30 minutes of my life. I got myself some Gatorade. I'm going to rest for a few minutes before I do anything else. Alright, I just checked and we are almost at 5,000 steps, which is twice what we originally wanted to walk today. I didn't film myself eating supper, but trust me, I did. You have my word of honor. Nothing could have kept me from eating supper. I'm going to take a shower now. I'm back. I'm going to knock out several more first before I go to bed. Alright, it is now time for me to go to bed. I'm definitely going to sleep well because I am very tired after doing this challenge. I now have to figure out how I'm going to get into bed with only 1 leg. Hey. We did it. Let's hope I can get down in the morning. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good morning. It's 5:30. I'm coming down. It's actually easier to get down than it is to get up. Right now I'm really tired and it's kind of hard for me to believe we actually finished this challenge. Having 2 legs is one of those things that often gets taken for granted, but it really shouldn't. Because after spending 24 hours with only 1 usable leg, I realized just what a blessing it is to have 2 legs. So although at 5:30 on Sunday morning, I was able to undo the Velcro and go back to having 2 legs, I will never forget the lessons in thankfulness that I learned by spending 24 hours with only 1 usable leg.